Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Traveling Time, Case 18, Batch of the Year. Let's unlock Time is a Lie number 3, and now we can focus on searching how Ammon altered history and how we can fix it. We just need to find evidence of how Ammon and Nebet changed history. Oh, we're still going for Nebet. Well, Nebet suits her better than Nefertiti. Let's take a look around the lodge to see what we can find. If anybody asks, we are just taking a breather before rejoining the party. Yep, that's alright. Nothing to see here, dudes. Okay, just one crime scene for now. By 45 seconds. Oh, a safe. And a hard drive. Good thing I bought extra seconds. Katria, let's say it could be a gold mine of info if you could get it unlocked. And we should recover the writing on that hard drive, but do it quickly. One of the partygoers could come downstairs at any moment. Well, you just keep an eye out while I do clues. Okay, first we're gonna lock the safe. Oh, what's that? There you go, Katria. That looks like Ammon's diary in the safe. If you unlock it, this diary might explain how he changed history in Egypt's favor. Orlando will be able to confirm. Since we're not down here, let us start to take over on that end. Hello? Zara, it's me. We're studying Ammon's diary to Orlando. Can you take over? Sure, I'll be dying for something to do. I'll check in with Orlando once he's looked at the diary. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be 6 hours. I can't wait to see the results. And now the hard drive, let's see what it says. Nefertiti's logs. Oh! Sure, that's gonna give us something. The label on this hard drive reads Nefertiti's logs. Katria, we know that Nefertiti is Nebet's real name. And while I'd be happy never to hear anything about Nebet again, this hard drive might reveal everything she lied to us about. Let's get to Kai. And sure, it's gonna make me... I'm pretty sure it's gonna make me more angry. What's in Ammon's diary? Does it say anything about how he altered history? Jack asked me to follow up on that diary, he said to Orlando. Did it contain anything about how Ammon changed the timeline? The diary mostly detailed Ammon's personal impressions of the time periods he visited, which gave me a general idea of his travels. You recall how Chief Scott notices how famous battles inexplicably involved Egypt? Right, like the Battle of Waterloo. Egypt didn't even fight in our timeline, let alone win it. Exactly. We already know it's because Ammon interfered with history at various key junctures to help Egypt at the time he gained power. I'm not clear on how he did it, but he made sure that the descendants of the Ptolemy and Cleopatra and Mark Antony remained on the throne. Before cementing ties with other monarchies by marrying these descendants to kings and queens around the world. The early 1700s was a real turning point when Egypt's power started to grow, though. Apparently, Ammon ensured Egypt took over shipping routes in that era, making the country a central figure in global trade. Oh. And not only was trade crucial for a country to be able to spread its influence, it also allowed a nation to generate riches beyond imagination. Taking over the trade routes is no small feat. How did Ammon pull it off? I wish I knew, but I'm sure that undoing whatever he did is the key to restoring the original timeline, Katerina. We'd love to go back and stop Egypt from taking over the shipping routes, but we are fugitives on the run with no idea where our time machine is. Then our next priority should be finding it. I suggest speaking to the resistance leader, but I heard that she's off on a mission. Might I suggest you talk to Sirius instead? He's one of the more knowledgeable people around here. Right, I heard about Sirius. I'm so sorry, Orlando. I can't imagine how difficult it must be seeing your deceased husband from our timeline alive. Thank you, but there are bigger things at stake here. Now, go see if Sirius has any leads on where we might find our time machine. Okay. And as far as I see, for the next district is going to involve pirates. So that's what we are going to reverse in. That's what we are going to fix in history, this ship routes, if I'm going to call it like that. Kai, what did you find on the Nebet's hard drive? This is going to make for uncomfortable viewing, Katerina, but it contains recordings of Nebet's conversations with Ammon while she was on our time machine. What? See, Ammon regularly traveled to whatever time Nebet was in so they could touch base. I'll show you. Okay. Ammon, our plan went off without a hitch. I'm here on board Katerina's time machine. I'll reveal that I stowed away when the time is right. Anyway, I overheard that they jumped to 37 BCE. Nice job. That should give you time to rile Octavian up. Wait! Rile up Octavian, so that's... We know that Octavian wanted to destroy Egypt and that didn't happen in the original timeline. So it must have been Ammon who said something to Octavian and that's why he wanted to attack Egypt. I knew it was all him. Ammon, I just warned Katerina about the saboteur looking around the time machine. They never suspect me now. They should be stuck in the 1960s for a while. You better head back and ensure we win Waterloo. Oh, now Waterloo comes. Oh wow, it feels so good to be home. I can barely believe how much everything has changed, but it's perfect. I just spoke to my father. He's promised to reward you for everything you've done for us. But I have another favor to ask. I need you to keep this key safe at all costs. Ooh, what does that key open? You weren't kidding. Nebet was in touch with Ammon this whole time. The extent of her deception is beyond belief, Katerina. Well, the best revenge is to undo everything she's done and restore the original timeline. But what do you reckon that key she asked Ammon to look after is for? It seems important. Which means we should try and get our hands on it. Good thinking. If the key is at Ammon's, the chef from the Resistance might have seen it. Let's ask him. And you're on our side, so we can trust you. Although you don't trust us. Alright, let's talk to Sirius first. Ah, Katerina. I was just thinking about that encounter with your colleague yesterday. What was his name again? Orlando? I can't help but feel that I offended him somehow. His behavior was odd, to say the least. Should we tell him? No, it was just a simple case of mistaken identities at food. And actually, that's not why we are here. We were wondering if you might have any idea of where we should start looking for our time machine. It was confiscated when we arrived back in 2029, and we are never going to be able to correct the course of history if we don't get it back. I might know someone who could help you. The Resistance has ties to a journalist who works for Sphinx News. Well, let's just say he has a finger in a lot of pies. He might know where to point you. I'll look into arranging a meeting with the journalist and get back to you. In the meantime, take this cash as thanks for everything you're doing, Katrina. Okay, thank you. Alright, let's go talk to Chef. Chef Ramsey, I realized we didn't part on the best of terms earlier, but we need your help. That's water on the bridge, Katarina. The Resistance will do anything we can to assist you. This might sound odd, but we're looking for a key in the form of a snake. Have you seen it? I don't know about a key, but I did find some weird metal pieces hidden in Ammon's bedroom. I thought they looked important, so I stole them and stuck them in a drawer in here while I figured it out. But I'm afraid the guests are waiting for dessert, Katarina. You have to look around for it. Help yourself to a bite in the meantime. Okay, thanks for the burger that you cooked. Okay, let's search the kitchen. Buy it, no matter what. I didn't buy the magnifying glass. Okay, let's see what we can do around here. Oh, I see the drawer that we need. There it is. Oh my gosh, where are you? Ah, 9 as a balloon, wow. And it was in a corner. I hate it. I hate when the items are in the corner. Katrina, this drawer must be the one where Chef Ramsey hid those metal pieces he told us about. I just hope they are the key that bed left with Ammon. Let's search the drawer. Okay. And the question should be, what does that key open? That's what keys are for. Oh, there it is. But I'm gonna restore it. Those metal pieces you find in the drawer must be the ones Chef Ramsey mentioned. Let's assemble them to see if it's the key Nebet entrusted to Ammon. Okay, hope it doesn't catch us. Yep, that's the key. Katia, those pieces the chef found here in Ammon's room do form the key Nebet gave me for safekeeping. We have no idea what it's for, but one thing's sure, it seems important to Nebet. And if this key has some significance to her, we should hold on to it. But for now, it's time to get out of here, Katarina. Let's update Amy on everything that's gone on. Okay. Okay, let's go talk to Amy. Katarina, it sounds like Nebet must have been laughing behind our backs as she and Ammon concocted their schemes. But I'm intrigued by this key she gave for safekeeping. Do we have any idea what it's for? Not yet, but hopefully we've spoiled her plans somehow by taking it. I still feel responsible for this mess, Katarina. I should have never allowed Nebet to remain on board the time machine. Well, you couldn't know that. But now that we're in this situation, all we can do is focus on getting out of it. And that key might be crucial to doing so. In the meantime, the Resistance has equipped us with new weapons. Take these and keep it close, Katarina. You never know when you might need it. Okay, have it right here. In case those guards come. Katarina, we had a lot to come to terms with since we returned to 2029. We came back to discover that the USA is now under control of the Egyptian Empire, ruled by the totalitarian Ptolemy dynasty, whose lackeys confiscated our time machine and forced us to go on the run. We've since found Chief Scott dead, befriended the Resistance, and learned that Nebet is actually Nefertiti, Ramses 43? 43, I'll go with 43rd's daughter. We also discovered that Nebet's accomplice, Ammon, not only sabotaged our time machine, but also changed history in her family's favor. And she also entrusted him with a key, which we managed to steal, even if we don't yet know its purpose. As for Ammon, his diary has allowed us to identify the point in the time we need to travel back to in order to try and fix history. We need to travel to the early 1700s to stop Egypt from taking control of the trade routes. But first, we need our time machine back. Sirius Africa has confirmed that he's arranged a meeting with journalist Tabu Kebu, who might be able to help. Katarina, we're off to Sphinx News to speak with Mr. Kebu. But what are we going to talk about if he's loyal to Ptolemy's? Just don't be the one to die, please. Alright, we gotta start here, we gotta continue. Well, actually, we just... Yeah, it's called the Age of Sail, and that's... So we are gonna go to 1700s after we get the time machine, and then stop those trading routes made by Egypt, and I can see from here that it's going to include Kraken. Alright, that's all. We're gonna start here, we're gonna continue playing case number 19 in Alter Present. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!